All right, we are back, and welcome to Sports Talk. Marty Mad Dog Murphy, Norm LaMadeline, my dad, and I'm Matt LaMadeline. Welcome to the show. Out in the back there, we have Big Al and Mike. I guess we have a new toy out for over there too, so they could say hello too whenever they decide they want to.
There
say
we
hello.
are.
There we go.
Hey,
There's Mike
there's
Albini.
Mike. Hey, Mike. How you
So many
doing?
people have never seen Mike Albini, and they still won't recognize him.
There we go.
Unfortunately,
Is there
they
an
still won't
introduction?
recognize him because now he's wearing a mask and he's in cahoots. But Big Al Coles too, as always. We thank you so much, Al, for all your help. And getting us back going and all these cool graphics and everything else that's going on.
This is beautiful. Yeah, what a nice setup this is.
Yeah, we got a great setup now, and obviously the studio is alive and kicking. Although apparently we're the only live show at this time. Starting in January will be the next season, and hopefully there'll be a few more. We are live on YouTube as well now. And we are also live on sky13.com. So YouTube, just go to YouTube and do what was it? Cable space 13 space.
Sky 13.
Sky 13 with an E, S-K-O-I-E.
Yes, with an E. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Right. Sky 13,
Yeah.
and then space and sports talk.
And then you put Sky Cable 13.
Cable 13.
Cable
right,
13,
right.
yeah.
So we're there. So please pass the word to all your friends too that we are back. And if they can't get us on on cable anymore, which it's basically cable's passe. We know that anyways. Try us out on YouTube. My dad was watching us down in Florida, so we know it works. There's no excuses.
Oh, it does work.
Right.
Yes, it does.
right.
Absolutely.
And if you want to call us, please do. 203-753-7593 is our number. All right, you know what, guys? We might as well start right off the bat with UConn. Men and women basketball, because they both lost this week. After we were talking them up on last Monday, they both lost on Tuesday, then Wednesday, respectively, right?
Yes.
And they won Saturday, both of them. So
And then they won't be.
just to redeem themselves. They looked a lot better. You could see that there was different teams that were playing Saturday.
Right, and a big loss for the UConn women. Marty, what's the deal?
Paige Becker, right now they said it's a strained knee.
Yeah. So she's
They're waiting
out
for
a
the
while.
swelling to go down.
Yeah.
They initially said 2 to 4 weeks. They said worst case scenario 6 weeks. Then you said they heard an update where it's like 6 to 8 weeks.
I saw that initially, so I don't know if they've changed it
It's
since.
recent. It is.
Well, I know if
Saturday, I
it
think.
ends up being worst case scenario, it does turn out there's a tear. She will be done until next season because it'll between the healing before they can do the surgery, and then the rehab takes almost 9 months.
Oh, I can
so
tell
she
you.
will be out the next year.
I can tell you this, and I'm not an athlete anymore. I tore my MCL probably 10 years ago, and it hurt for 6 months. And I was not an athlete, jumping up and down, running up and down the court, dribbling a basketball. So if it's a tear, I could see her being done for the year. So who steps up next, Marty? Any ideas?
Don't know.
Yeah, we don't know yet.
Westbrook looked pretty good. Williams.
I mean,
both of them
you got players that have to go from being a role player. One of them's gonna have to go from being a role player to being a star.
Yeah. Now, Dad, you watched the game on Saturday. What were you saying, Westbrook?
Westbrook and Williams, they did pretty well, and that was a good win Saturday. It was really a good
Well,
win.
you got Williams. You got Walker's still there, right? Williams,
Yeah,
Walker.
she had some good plays. Yeah.
You still got 3 really good players, but Paige was your point guard. She, besides being your scorer, she was your distributor.
Yeah.
She was the one that got the offense going.
Yeah, it's the quarterback. It's the
Yeah.
quarterback of the
And the big thing is
offensive
finding
basketball, no
that's
doubt.
the big thing is finding someone that can play that role and play it, hopefully almost as good, because when you got someone that good, it's hard to replace them.
It's crazy because my dad was watching the game and I was kind of checking in. The Georgia Tech loss is what I'm talking about now. Is that I didn't realize. I kind of gave up on the game because I saw that they were going to lose, and they ended up losing by 13. So I mean, in the end, it pretty much just mailed it in. I'm guessing, huh?
Well, what happened was that the Georgia defense was excellent. You can't take that away from them. And the fact that these girls are not used to playing the lead role, they were shooting, and they're missing all their threes, which was bad too. So they had to play the inside game, and it was difficult, for these players that are not used to doing this. Where, Becker used to do that and lead them in, and then they go in and she passed the ball to Williams or Westbrook. Well, now Westbrook had to pass the ball to somebody.
Yeah.
It was just there. It was chaos.
Yeah.
At the last 15 minutes, well, last 10 minutes probably were chaos.
Okay.
Yeah. What they need, and what they probably did after win this game, is Gino probably said Thursday, Friday. We gotta work on getting one player to find that role, because
Yeah.
we can't have you guys running in chaos.
Right. Now, Marty, you said that's the first time that the UConn women have lost to an unranked team in a long time, too, right?
I'd like to say, and I think I'm wrong. Someone told me it was 2001. I think it was, if I remember right, it was 2012, and it was against St. John's.
Wow. It was still 9 seasons ago, which is a long time. So it was either then or 2001 is 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So, wow, that's
It could
crazy.
and it could be 20 years. I mean,
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
they're going to be ranked this week for sure.
Well, yeah, no,
Georgia Tech, yeah.
I was just going to say, right, Dad.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
so what do you think, though? The number 3 UConn women are they're gonna be 5, 6 now, or
5 or
what?
6, I would think,
Yeah.
yeah. Because, the other teams won besides Georgia Tech. The other teams,
I mean, you really figure out the rankings really hard, because what they do is they look at who you beat
Yeah.
and who you lost to.
Plus UConn came back.
And UConn did beat a couple of ranked teams, so
Okay.
that could still leave them at number 3.
Okay.
Notre
Well,
Dame,
yeah.
Notre
Well,
Dame was big.
okay. Well, it is a final exam week, as my dad and I were talking about. So the UConn women are off until Sunday, and they will host the number 7 Louisville Cardinals. Right?
Yeah, that's the Cardinals, yep.
Yeah. What do you think, Marty? Big game, good game.
It should be a really good game.
Okay.
I have to call my cousin and ask her if she wants to bet on the game.
Okay.
She's a Louisville Cardinal.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Now, switching over to the men, 8-2 right now. They did have a nice comeback win over St. Bonaventure not a comeback win. They led the whole game.
Yeah,
right,
they led the whole
against
game,
St.
They're 9-2 now. So,
Oh,
so
9-2,
they're still-
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
so,
yeah.
so they're still having a great season.
Yeah.
It's just so let up there, I think. I don't know what happened. But, I watched the game, and like the women, last 5 minutes, they lost the game.
Yeah. Right.
And they lost to Michigan, too. I remember I was watching a game in Florida, and the same thing happened. They lost it in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So they're still a great team. It's just that they cannot have these lapses at the end of the game.
Well, it's crazy because they actually trailed West Virginia quite a bit throughout the game, right?
Yeah,
And then in the second
good
half, they
comeback.
took the lead.
Yeah.
But I watched the last 5 minutes. I think we watched it together, in fact, and they were horrible. They could not score a basket. They scored 2 points in the last 5 minutes, I think it was.
And I mean, Calhoun used to say it. Gino says it all the time. Pat Summitt used to say it.
Yeah.
Krzyzewski says it all the time. When you look at my team, I don't care what they look like in November. I don't care what they look like in December.
Right.
It says February into March. That's when you'll know if my team's ready to win a championship or not.
Right?
Well, you can see the difference in UConn men. They've come a long way.
Yeah. Oh, there's no doubt that the program is headed in the right direction. I'll say that for sure. Like you said, they're 9-2 right now, and they were number 15.
We'll drop a couple.
Yeah. We'll see when the polls come out. And they too are off, obviously, until Saturday at. I didn't put the time down, but they're hosting Providence as well. So both of them have home
Big
games
East
this
play.
weekend. Yeah, that's nice. I love that they're back in the Big East. I really do.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what a difference, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, in football. Well, I mean, not football, and just the competition and just having the Big East basketball back together, if you will.
That was the thing that hurt them when they went to the AAC. What hurt them was leaving the Big East.
Yeah.
For basketball, I mean.
Right.
They moved the AAC for football, and it didn't do any good anyway. It was a wasted venture.
Right. They had one big loss in the Fiesta Bowl.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Geez,
That was a great season, but boy.
yeah.
And the coach used that to run to Maryland.
He's gonna be Oklahoma, he's not gonna be Oklahoma.
And then after he got his butt whooped for a few years down in the down the ACC.
Yeah, with Maryland, right? Right.
Oh, Maryland, yeah.
UConn was dumb enough to bring him back again and pay him money to do nothing.
I agree with you. You know what? I was totally against it. I don't even know if we were on the air back then, Marty. I don't think so because he
No,
only
we
lasted
weren't.
1 year
Yeah.
again.
Oh, yeah.
Right? He didn't even last a full season.
Well, he only had
It wasn't worth the money they gave him.
Right.
We were talking about. I told you that before when he signed the contract. I said the state just threw their money away.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, 428 in 3 seasons, I think, or something like that. It's outrageous.
Sounds right, Dad. 1-11 this
29,
year,
11,
so
yeah.
right.
Yeah,
right.
that was horrible.
And I heard rumors they're talking about knocking down Rensselaer Field.
Oh. You know what? Listen, I don't know that for sure, but I don't understand why that thing sits idle for all the years. How about most of the years, what I meant to say. How about having a big concert a year? How about there's a soccer team, I don't know if it's U.S., I don't know what it is. We have an amateur soccer team that plays over at the old Colt building. Why don't they play at Rensselaer? Yale UConn brought about 20,000 people to the stadium. I was thinking, God, please at least give us half that place full. That didn't work out.
Well, 20,000 people. That's a good showing for a UConn.
Well, right. You're right. You do say that.
These
These
days
days it is, but I'll tell you, I remember some big games there. Remember that we went one time
West
against
Virginia one time.
West
That was
Virginia. We
huge,
saw them
yeah.
play Navy.
Yeah.
I mean, there were some nice games at Rensselaer.
Army, the Army
Oh
team,
yeah,
too,
when they first moved to the AAC and they had a decent program.
Yep.
They were, and it was the new Big Bang.
Yeah, it was.
But once Etzel jumped ship and the program went down the tubes,
oh boy, did it ever.
and now nobody wants to go there.
Right.
You can't even give your tickets away.
Right. Well, the bottom line is the season's over. Hopefully next year they'll make some changes. Hopefully they'll get some players, and they'll be better. We'll see. I mean, better is 2-10. Let's face it.
Yeah.
Not that we want 2-10.
Better
but
be great. 2-10,
Better would be smart enough, and before the season even starts, move down to Division II.
Oh, we've talked about it.
Move down to Division II and rebuild your program, and then jump back.
Right.
Because that's how you got there to become a Division I team.
Right.
You made yourself a powerhouse in Division II.
Right.
You started drawing the better players, and you were able to jump up to Division I and be competitive.
Yeah.
The problem is, once you're in Division I, if you're not competitive, you're done.
Oh, exactly.
And
exactly.
they weren't competitive, and they're done.
yeah,
Nobody wants.
yeah.
Nobody that has their goals of being maybe making the NFL is not really going to bother with UConn now.
No, I know it. That Army-Navy, though, turned out to be a great game. I watched the second half.
Hey, I took the points.
Yeah, you took the points. And
Definitely took the points, absolutely.
I said take the points.
7 points,
I
yeah.
said take the points.
Yep, the 4-8 Naval Academy beats the 8-4. Well, at the time, the 8-4 Army Army Cadets or
They're the cadets.
Yeah, they're the cadets, correct.
Yes.
And I'll tell you what, Dad, I know you always watch the game.
That was classic.
I turned it on in the second half, and it was all Navy. So
It was a great game.
Yeah.
It was a great
So what do you think, Dad? This is you. I mean, the Army Navy game is you.
Well, the Navy defense was just awesome. I mean, they just and they play in triple option. They run almost every play.
Oh my God, it's crazy.
Probably one pass, just to break up the defense a little bit. But Navy stayed with their game, and they didn't fall behind, so they could stay with the running game.
Yeah.
If they ever fall behind, the running game, it falls apart.
Yes.
That's how they lost those games. They lost to Notre Dame. They lost to four-rated teams.
Yes.
So they could have been, if they started passing the ball, playing a little different offense, they might have had a 7-3 record, something better.
Yeah.
So the team is probably better, or could have been better, than it was by its record.
Yeah.
And Army played their game, and they did very well. They had a great season. So now they come together, the team that could have had a great season, the ones having a great season, are playing together.
Right.
And that's what it looked like to me. It looked like these teams were almost equal.
Well, I was trying to tell my girlfriend because she doesn't know that, Karen doesn't know the Army-Navy thing. And I told her, I said, it doesn't even matter. You can throw the records out.
It's unbelievable.
Because when they play each other, first of all, I love the uniforms. Every year they change up the uniforms. The uniforms are cool.
Yeah.
The camouflage for the Army and the navy blue for the,
But I mean, the biggest thing that got me is Army hit some really big pass plays early in the game.
They did, yeah.
And
They threw a ball.
And then they stopped throwing the ball. I'm sitting there saying to myself,
What is wrong with these?
They're stopping the run. You proved you can pass against them.
Yes,
Why
absolutely.
are you trying to run the freaking ball?
Yeah.
And that's the thing I don't get is my dad and I were talking about, Marty, one Navy drive, 15 plays, 15 runs. Come on.
Yeah.
Just throw a pass
Come on,
once in a while.
break it up, break
you know,
up that
right?
defense,
Just and I think they ended up getting a field goal in that in that drive. But how about the element of surprise? Get a tight end, a guy who's been blocking the whole game. Get him over the middle for 10 yards, or in the flat.
Matter of fact, if I remember right, the Army touchdown was like a 36-yard pass.
It was,
play.
yeah. It was,
Yes, I believe it was because I saw the highlight. Like I said, I didn't watch the
that's
first
it.
half.
I mean, you sit there, you hit a receiver for 36-yard touchdown pass, and then you don't throw the ball no more.
I know. It's
Well,
really
I think
great.
they threw it a total of 4 times.
Yeah.
And you proved you were able to go against them.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what, a big difference because last week we were talking about the Bills and the Patriots were on Monday Night Football, and the weather was atrocious. So I think the Patriots only threw the ball 3 or 4 times the whole game, right? But college football, I mean, this is the way Army and Navy are set up. They don't throw the ball. And if they do, it's the element of surprise. And Navy just, I really thought they were going to blow it in the end. Because
Well, the other thing, too, they lost a quarterback.
Yes, that's right.
Our line was out in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Our line played almost the whole season.
Okay.
So they got this quarterback now, so that's probably why they're afraid to throw.
Yeah, and oh boy, did he tuck it down and run all the time, though, didn't he?
Oh, he did. I'll tell you. He probably should play more this season, probably.
I'll tell you, speaking about running the ball so much, I wonder how Josh Allen's feeling today.
Oh,
he had to get
geez.
beat up last night.
Oh, Allen, yeah.
Yeah.
He
Well,
ran over 100 yards.
Wow.
Yeah.
100 yards.
Yeah. We'll certainly get to the NFL in just a couple of minutes, but I just wanted to finish off with, obviously Navy's season is over now, but Army is actually playing the Armed Forces Bowl versus Missouri on this Wednesday, so 2 days from
That's going to be
2
tough.
days
Yeah,
from now.
that's a tough game for them.
Yeah,
Missouri.
so hopefully they'll find a way to win a bowl game.
I hope
at
so.
least,
I like Army too. I like all the academies.
Oh yeah, well the thing is, especially I've been up to West Point a couple of times for football games. It's just a great environment. Obviously, Dad, me and you, we have to. Our hearts are Navy because he was a lieutenant and I was born there. So
You're there, yeah, that's right.
So I have to,
Annapolis,
that's what I tell everybody.
Yeah.
But Marty, I think you lean toward Army, right?
Oh, let's see. My father served in Korea in the Army.
Yeah.
My son spent 8.5 years Army, so
Right,
I guess I'm Army.
Oh, yeah. We got
that's
Army.
all right.
We have Army too. We have Army in our family.
We do. You're right.
So
You're right.
we're good. We're good with both academies.
On both.
All three academies.
Yeah.
On both sides. My wife's side of the family, they were either Army or Air Force.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh? Hey, you know what? We love our vets. We always
That's
say
it,
that.
yeah.
We love our vets no matter
Love the
what.
vets,
We don't
love the academies,
Right.
love
We
these
don't
kids.
care what academy or whatever.
These are real American
National
kids.
Guard, exactly. We'll take it. And guys, before I forget this, I just want to throw in a quick one-liner. Do you guys realize that the Winter Olympics are right around the corner again?
Yeah.
February 3rd in China, is it?
Yep, Beijing,
China. I was like, already, but I forgot we missed a year in 2020, right? And then they had them. Wait a minute, didn't they have? We had summer games this year.
Yeah, we were supposed.
That's what it was.
We were supposed to have the Summer Olympics in 2020.
Correct.
But because of COVID,
Yeah.
they pushed it out to 21.
Right.
So you got 21, and you get had the Summer Games in 21.
Right.
Winter Games in 22, and then you get the Summer Games
in 24,
in 24.
Right. So that's what it's going to be from every. It's going to be every 4 years still, but it's going to be 4 years between summer games, 4 years between winter games.
Right.
So we'll have every 2 years.
But,
we'll have an Olympics.
Yeah,
now.
but
Okay.
I think what happens is it's 3 years this one time because they had to push it out a year.
Okay. All right. So anything else about college football, Dad? Any
good.
Army, Navy
Great.
stuff? Anything?
Good stuff this weekend. Good sports. We're off to a lot of good sports this winter, I'm sure.
Yeah. Good. And although anybody who's a crazy college football fan, the bowls start this week. I don't know when they start, like tomorrow or something. I had the list. It seems like it's growing and growing.
I think it starts tomorrow when it goes to. Matter of fact, I think the 10th. I think maybe they did finally get it right in the championship game on the 10th.
Yeah.
It's the very last bowl game.
What?
I remember one year. One year they had the championship game, and then they had 3 bowl games the next day after. I'm sitting there saying,
Yeah,
wait a minute.
Yeah, I don't get
Bowl
it.
season's over. After the championship game, you guys should be done.
Right.
What's going on here?
Right. I'll tell you guys, I just can't wait for the Sarsaparilla Bowl and the Tax Act.
Tostitos.
Well, the Tostitos is the Fiesta Bowl.
Well, it is, yeah.
Right,
That's
but
yeah.
I can't believe some of these, the Bahamas Bowl and
The Bahama Mama Bowl.
the Bahama Mama Bowl,
Yeah, right,
exactly. All right, gentlemen, we have to talk about tonight's game. We always do the Monday Night Football thing, and obviously we're today. That's Phoenix, Arizona behind us. We're actually sitting in Arizona right now, and we're talking up the Rams, the LA Rams, at the Arizona Cardinals tonight. All right, and the Rams are currently 8-4, and knock on wood, we don't know this for sure, but the Cardinals supposedly are the best team in the NFL with a 10-2 record. I think we're going to see tonight. I mean, I haven't seen very much of the Cardinals at all. The Rams I've seen a few times. Good team. I think Sean McVay is a very good coach, and of course the Rams have Matt Stafford this year, and they have Cooper Kupp, and they're a good team. But the Cardinals, this kid Kyler Murray, and they have DeAndre Hopkins. They have some big names now too. So I'll be interested to see, and I'll be watching tonight, wondering, are the Cards really that good?
If I'm trying to remember if they've already played the Rams and the Rams beat them already.
I didn't look at the schedule, so I don't know that for sure. But
I think they played the Rams and the Rams beat them already. So
They will play 2 games.
they have to win this game to stay number 1. 'Cause I think if they lose this game, they would fall to 4.
Okay. Well, I was
I think they would fall into the wild card.
Well, the thing is right now is we have the Bucks with their win yesterday have now 10-3. The Cardinals are 10-2, and the Packers with their win last night are 10-3 now. All right, so they're going to drop to at least 3rd probably. I don't really know. We'll have to wait and see what happens.
If the Rams win tonight,
right.
If I'm right, and they've already beat the Cardinals, it would be 2 wins over the Cardinals. So it would make them 10-3.
Right, but
then the Cardinals would move down to the number 1 wild card.
No, the Rams will be 9-4.
The Rams will be 9-4.
Yeah, the Rams will be 9-4, and the Cardinals will be 10-3. So
yeah. So all right.
Right.
I didn't know the Rams. I thought the Rams only lost 3 games.
Yeah, the Rams are 8-4 at this point. So but this will obviously be a huge win for the Rams if they can find a way to win this game. So I'm going to be very interested. A great matchup on Monday Night Football tonight, and it'll be on shortly after us. It's about 8:15, 8:30. So it should be a good game. And Thursday night's game is another great matchup. Kansas City, 9-4, who whipped up on the Raiders yesterday. I give up the Raiders. I'm done with the Raiders. My dad's been a Buck fan all year anyway, so I don't blame you. I think I'm going to root for the Bucks myself. And
you root for Brady?
Brady.
Oh, well, not only has Kansas City whipped up on the Raiders, but we knew they were down at the beginning of the year. They've now won 6 in a row.
Everybody was writing them off, and I was
They could have gotten beat up. They should at that point just beat up on them, but nobody did.
I'm saying to myself, they're not that bad a team.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
They had a lot of injuries to start the season.
Yep.
People start coming back. Look what happens.
Yeah. And that's the thing is, they were 3-4 at that point. Oh my goodness, the 3-4. Kansas City's done. Well, guess what? The Raiders were 5-2 at that point as well.
Yeah.
So the bottom line is Kansas City is that good. And I know my dad is not a fan of Pat Holmes.
I don't like him.
Anyway,
I'm not saying they're not good, but I just don't like him.
Right. He's not a fan in any way of Patrick Mahomes.
That's just like the '68. I don't like.
He doesn't like the Chiefs either. But
no, I don't like the Chiefs.
Right. As Raider fans, we cannot root for the Chiefs or the Chargers. But I'll tell you what, go Chargers this upcoming Thursday. I'd love to see them win over the Chiefs. But the Bucks game. We were talking about the Bucks earlier. The Bucks and Bills. 24-3 at the half. The Bucks are up. 27-27, at the end of the game.
Yeah.
And the Bucks find a way to win in overtime. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Brady throws a 59-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah.
The thing is, too, the Bucks made 2 good stops because at the end of regulation, they held Buffalo to a field goal.
Right.
And, if that would have touched on the game, it would have been over. So that was a great stop. And then they won the toss. They held Buffalo got the ball, so that they had to stop there.
Right.
So 2 major stops. Yeah. That's what caused that's how they won the game.
Yep.
And two big plays in overtime.
Brady's too big.
Because the punter for the Bills, he nailed it. He that thing 63 yards. He
that's
put the ball out at the 6-yard line.
Yes, I was going to say inside the 10. Right?
I mean,
so Brady had to move.
They had to really move that ball.
Yeah. Well, it's amazing. We've talked about Brady, and now he's past Drew Brees
With the completions.
With completions.
He had all the other ones. So now they said he got the Grand Slam and football quarterback.
Yeah.
Got the completions, the yardage.
Over 700 touchdowns, right?
Yeah. Well, when they show you the stat, it goes 616.
Right, regular season
touchdown.
Yeah.
But when you throw in his
83.
His 83. Well, after he threw the touchdown pass in overtime, it went to 617. So you got 617 plus his 83 gives you 700.
Unbelievable, isn't it, Tom?
It's just incredible, yeah.
Yeah, and my mom, my dad's wife, obviously,
was
never much of a football fan. Now
she
she is a Buccaneers fan beyond a Buccaneers fan. I shouldn't say now. It was last year, right? Last year.
Oh, last year she did. Oh, yeah. It was Super Bowl, yeah.
And I will say this, and I think I've already said it many times, but we were off for a year and a half, or almost a year and a half. You know, I've never rooted for Tom Brady, but last year, man, I was rooting hard for them to beat Kansas City, and I am, you know, I spent a lot of years hating Tom Brady. I'm not a hater anymore, that's for sure. You know.
I'll tell you, last year's Super Bowl, it shows you when players get hurt.
Yeah.
How much it can impact the game.
Yeah.
I mean, Kansas City went into the Super Bowl on their third string offensive line.
Right.
And they wonder why the Bucs won.
Well, not only that, but Mahomes got beat up in the playoffs,
and
I think he was still a little hurt. And again, I'm not making excuses. The Bucs whipped them. Whipped them.
I'm not making excuses either, but
right.
when you got your star players going against the other team's third string,
right.
If you don't beat them up, then there's a problem.
Right.
And that's what the Bucs did. The Bucs beat the opponent that was in front of them.
Yeah.
Because I heard some people when the game first ended, you know, those conspiracy people. Oh, they lost. They fixed the game so Brady got another Super Bowl.
And of course that was said. You knew that.
I know that was said.
Of course.
I heard the guys at the VFW say all that. Freaking Brady get the NFL gives him another one.
Well, I'll tell you what. There's a lot of bitter Patriot fans out there when they lost him. But look, the Patriots are back. They're 9-4, and they're at Indy Saturday night, so you get a chance to see them again at 8:15.
I mean,
I thought Gronk was out for the Super Bowl last year.
No, Gronk played in the Super Bowl.
He played in the Super Bowl. Yeah, he was out most. He was out a lot.
He was
out part of this year.
He was out the whole first half of last season.
Yeah.
Okay, his first half.
Yeah, he did play. Yeah,
he played the last 8. He played the last 8 games.
Oh yeah.
He played in the playoffs.
Yeah, and he was hurt again this year, but he played as well. You know,
he played out last night.
Yeah, he's out there. So the Bucs actually are playing New Orleans next week. I mean, I think a surprise team, believe it or not, in the NFC to look out for is the Cowboys. The Cowboys are a quiet 9-4. I don't know that they're as good as they you know, as their record is. I mean, they played a hell of a game with the Raiders on Thanksgiving, and that was the Raiders Super Bowl. Let's face it.
Yeah, that
was the Raiders Super Bowl. But I think the Cowboys. You better watch out for the Cowboys in the NFC. And you know, like they say, football is better when the Cowboys and the Raiders are good. So at least football has the Cowboys this year.
Yeah, these are teams. Yeah. Wow.
I always say football is good when the Giants are good.
Well, this is true.
Yeah,
this
that's
is
true too.
Right.
New York teams, yeah.
Yeah, it's good for the whole tri-state New England area when the Giants are good, especially when they beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Oh,
we love that. Yeah. Now, did we get the 1 minute?
Get the 1 minute.
Okay, all right. Listen,
That's a 1 minute warning?
Yeah.
I get the 1 minute warning, yeah.
I think we're good here. You know, as always, you guys, great job as always. Marty Mad Dog Murphy on the end. There's Mike and
hey, Mike.
and Al too. Yeah, there you go. There's Al. There's Al. Yeah.
There's our engineers.
Yeah. There's our engineers doing a great job back there as always.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys. That's Mike and Al. Marty Mad Dog Murphy on the end over here. My dad, Norm LaMadeline, in the middle. I'm Matt LaMadeline. Welcome. Thank you so much for watching the show. And, don't forget, pass the word on to your friends that we're back, especially on YouTube or whatever. And enjoy your sports. We'll be back next week.
Thank you.